The Feast promo is here in NBA Live Mobile, and you got two 100 overall Grandmasters, an SGA and a Draymond Green with this event. Tip-off is completed. The stuff is still in the store though if you want to spend your points, but we're going to take a look at the Feast promo and how you can get these 100 overall Masters. Now, it is quite an interesting promo over here. It works in a similar sort of way to the Tip-off promo with the pass and then the events and all that stuff, as well as the store, but we'll go ahead and take a look at the events themselves. You can see there is sort of like a triangle of events. All of these are going to run on their own event stamina, so this is stamina only exclusive to the promo. It's not going to be used in, say, headlines, players of the week, or of course game of the week. This is specific to this event. As you can see, it just went up for me to 86, and I think it does reset if it is the same as tip-off every 1 minute and 40 seconds. Very specific. I don't know why that is, but as you can see, you've got different events. You've got an uncommon one over here, rare one, epic, iconic, and a trophy. Now, all of these are going to give yourself a first win reward. As you can see, I've played through it, so it's just got a tick mark, but it is just simply going to be some extra Feast trophies. So you're going to get that on your first win. Every other time you play through it, you will get yourself 60 extra ones, 35 of these arena pass points. Again, this event does have its own sort of pass, and you'll also get yourself some XP for your level. Where these events differ is the stamina cost. So you can see the uncommon one's 35 stamina, whereas the trophy one is only 30 stamina. And the difference is the ones that are going to be relating to different tiers of players are going to give you chances at getting those players. So you can see this one's got a chance at 56 rated or uncommon player with this event. The epic one's going to have a chance at an epic player. Iconic one's going to give you that chance at a 100 overall Grandmaster, and the rare one a chance at a rare player over there. Now, I don't know exactly what the percentage chance is. All it says is a chance, so it's entirely up to you which one you play through. Of course, the iconic one's going to cost that more stamina, so it's 50 stamina, but all of these are going to give out the same amount of points. So whether you want to go ahead and play through just the iconic one, give yourself the most amount of chances at trying to pull a 100 overall player, it's entirely up to you, or whether you want to just guarantee yourself a lot more of those extra trophies and just play the one that is the lowest stamina cost. It's entirely up to you what you do, but that is one way of being able to get the Grandmaster completely free. Again, you're probably going to have to get extremely lucky with that event, but it's there nonetheless. And we'll take a look at the food fight section. This is just basically an extra set of events to go ahead and play through and progress through bit by bit. At the end over here, you can see you will get yourself a snapshot, which is going to be very good. And along the way, you will get yourself some extra points to go along with this event. You'll get some snapshots and of course some arena pass points as well. You can see I've played through a couple of ones over here. There are also some events that give yourself some players. As you can see on this one, it gave me that uncommon player over there, and different events will probably give yourselves some players as you go through. So you can see a 63 overall Anthony Black there for that 5v5 event, and they're just dotted around on this map to go ahead and play through. But you will notice these events don't cost any stamina. They're going to cost sort of cake items, as it were. Now, you can only get them through the objectives I have seen. There might be another way, but this is the only way that I've seen you be able to get them, and you just simply have to log in order to get them. You can see they're called Feast Key over there. So you get 5 when you log in 2 days, 5 when you log in 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, and 6 days over there. In total is 25 of those extra keys. I think you start off with 5 anyway when you just play on the very first day, so that in total gives you 30 keys. I haven't actually counted exactly how many events there are, but I'm sure you would have enough to be able to get to the end. Not sure whether when you lose you actually take one of those keys away and you actually will miss out, but just try and win as many events as possible. But that is the only way that I can see you getting the keys at the moment. They don't reset on a timer or anything like that, and you can't really see where they reset, but you just get them through logging in every day. So make sure you're doing that to get further through this event. Speaking of those objectives though, you will of course get some extra ones. You can see just getting Feast players gets yourself some snapshots, as well as this one over here, which is called Dinner Served. Then you get some extra ones by using those Feast players in particular, and make sure you're using those Feast players. You can see score 10 points gets yourself some extra trophies. Scoring 250 points gets yourself an extra snapshot as well, and you get some more stuff, mainly in the form of trophies and snapshots, depending on what you're doing with those specific Feast players. You get one completely free in the pass at the very start. You can see that is that Clint Capella over there on the very first one. So you can just whack him in your lineup and use him wherever in any game mode, as long as you're using him to get those points, steals, rebounds, blocks, whatever you need to do with whatever player from the feast section, that will get you through those objectives. The feast pass is here, as you can see, very similar to the tip-off one. You've got different things running along the bottom in the form of training XP. You also get yourself some snapshots, which is Rocket Man over there, and I think you'll get 10 in total as you go through the bottom, so you'll be able to upgrade that. You also get yourself a 63 overall Trey Murphy III, some extra trophies along the bottom, and then of course some extra snapshot bits at the end over there. Along the top, if you were to purchase the premium pass, which for me is $4.99, again, that'll be dependent on what currency you have in the game. It will get you some extra coins. As you can see, you get an iconic one and you do get an epic one, some basic pass points to get yourself through the pass itself, some stamina, and of course the snapshots. Along the top though, it is just simply going to get yourself some more trophies as you go through that. Entirely up to you whether you spend the money or not with that pass. You can see the promo is out for 2 weeks and 1 day. It's not showing the hours, so it is 2 weeks and 2 days, so a little bit longer than tip-off that was just out for 2 weeks for you to go ahead and play through this one. But now let's take a look at the store, which is very similar to the tip-off section. If we go down, tip-off is actually still here, so if you haven't spent your points like me, I haven't just yet. I only managed to get up to 22k. I've been very busy with work, but I'm probably going to end up spending my tokens on these epic coins just to get them. If we take a look at the feast section, it is very similar. You can see you've got money offers to get yourself some uncommon and rare players over there. You get a free snapshot every single day, up to 5 by just watching an advert over there. That's going to be very useful to get. Then you've also got these offers for guaranteed plays. So you got 5 of these uncommon players you can go ahead and get. Each one's going to cost you 700 points. Then you've got the rare players for 4k points each. Then you've got the epic players. Obviously, Julius Randle costs a little bit less because he is slightly lower rated. Russ Westbrook 21k, as well as Michael Porter Jr. You'll also notice though that they do have the option of spending those diamonds. 42 for Michael Porter Jr. and Russell Westbrook, 26 for Julius Randle. And to get them, you're going to have to use this diamond crossover pack. Now, this is exactly the same, just with different players from the tip-off one. If we scroll down to the tip-off one, you can see diamond crossover here costs 21k trophies, so slightly less trophies for the feast one. As you can see, it's only 9k. You will have a chance of getting a 100 overall player, and that is a 2% chance. You also have the chance, it says, of 21 diamonds. Now, if I can remember correctly, towards the end of the tip-off promo, everyone I saw opening this pack did get 21 diamonds guaranteed. I don't know whether that is the same with this pack. I don't want to lead you guys into a false sense of security with this, because it does explicitly say chance. We just don't know how high of a chance that is. It could be a 98% chance, and then the 2% chance is going to be the iconic player. Don't know for certain, but it is going to cost 9k trophies. I'd recommend you go ahead and join either my Discord server or the official Discord server. I'll leave the link to mine in the description down below, where you can see other people opening up these packs. And if you yourself has opened up a pack, let me know in the comments down below what you have actually got. But you will get yourself a guaranteed 1 iconic coin over there. And the bit that is slightly misleading with this one, it does say rewards either 1 iconic feast player or 21 feast diamonds. So I'm guessing through that language, it is going to be guaranteed, but I don't want to say for certain. But that is where you can spend your trophies. 9,000 of those gets yourself those either diamonds, iconic coins, or of course the players guaranteed. And that's where you need to spend the diamonds in order to get yourself SGA or Draymond Green. 125 are going to be required in order to get them, meaning you need to open this pack 6 times, meaning you do need to get yourself a total of 54k trophies if it is completely guaranteed that you get the diamonds every single time you do that. And then at the bottom, you have of course got extra offers, so you can see you can get live event stamina through those diamonds, or you can get yourself some position XP, epic coins, or rare coins. And you will notice that these are sort of half price, as it were, compared to the tip-off ones, which are going to be slightly more. So you can see 4k of the trophies get yourself 10 epic coins, whereas over here it is going to be 2k of those trophies getting you 10 epic coins, 200 for 2 rare coins, and 50 for 50 position XP, which are very useful if you are using the core sets. And I will be making a whole separate video on these core sets and how you can use them to get yourself iconic players completely for free. So make sure you stay tuned for that. that. But that is pretty much it when it comes to the promo. Make sure you're playing through all of your first win events. Make sure you're playing through the events again and again and again, because they are repeatable, just to get yourself some more trophies. And then you can always just hold on to them and wait and see what we actually get with the promo, because you will notice with the tip-off one, we did get players bit by bit with the promo. You can see we ended up with 4 Grandmasters. Cooper Flag and Miles Turner got added to the event. They weren't there on the very first day, so we might get some extra players with this one. We have, of course, got all of those uncommon and rare players, which you could go ahead and buy just to be able to use in the NBA Tour events, because of course it does get to a point where you need to get a certain number of Boston Celtic players. You will have to have a full lineup of them at some point to get yourself more fans and get through that. Entirely up to you what you go ahead and spend all of your points on. You can hold on to them and just wait and see towards the end of the promo and then decide whether or not you spend them. Of course, the tip-off store is only available for an extra 2 days or 1 day and 5 hours left, so make sure you spend your trophies. I will go ahead and do that myself. Let me know what you're going to get with the Feast promo, and YouTube thinks that you will like this video popping up in the bottom left hand corner next, so go check it out and I'll see you guys over there. Peace.